I am so excited. It may not sound like it because I'm losing some sleep to record this video, but trust me, I am on such a high right now. Let's just dive in. So we have two new trailers for Dragon Quest Dai Infinity Strash, one English and one Japanese. I'm going to be comparing and discussing both, but before I do, we're going to read this Gamatsu article because it's a nice overview of all the new information we have. If you enjoy content on RPGs, subscribe to the channel and like this video. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, and please consider supporting the channel through the PayPal link in the description. Let's read this article. Action RPG Infinity Strash Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai will launch for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Switch, and PC via Steam and Microsoft Store on September 28th. We got a release date, boys! Publisher Square Enix and developers Game Studio and Kai Graphics announced. It will cost $59.99 for the standard edition and $64.99 for the digital deluxe edition. The Xbox Series version is newly announced. Digital pre-orders are available now via the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, and Steam. The next part of the article just talks about the benefits of the Digital Deluxe Edition. I won't read that. Basically, all you gotta know is that there are special outfits that you will get for getting that Digital Deluxe Edition. And then the part after that is an overview of the game, which I will read just in case you are new to the channel and you've never heard of Infinity Strash. It's a quick overview, so let's run through it. The legendary Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai manga and anime arrives as an exhilarating action RPG. Relive the events of the anime in Infinity Strash as you take charge of Dai and the disciples of Avon in their battle against the Dark Army. We then get a brief synopsis of the Temple of Recollection, which of course is a game mode I've covered multiple times in the channel before. Play through over 100 room combinations in the Endless Dungeon, where monsters and traps change each time you enter, hack and slash through hordes of enemies to reach the final floor. I'm really glad they have this game mode in addition to story mode because it's going to be so fun just taking a break every once in a while and just messing around, playing with your favorite characters and testing your skill. Speaking of the story, let's read Gamatsu's mini synopsis of it so we can finally get into these new trailers, man! It's been many years now since the hero restored peace to the land. In a world tormented by the forces of evil, a swordsman and his companions set out to defeat Hadlar, the Dark Lord. On an isolated island in the southern seas, a boy named Dai lives among monsters, yearning to become a hero himself one day. Everything changes when the Dark Lord is revived. With a new crisis facing the world, Dai makes a promise to his mentor, encounters new friends, and slowly learns about his own inescapable fate. This is the beginning of Dai's adventure and his quest to become a true hero. Now let's go over these Dragon Quest Day trailers. Off the rip, hate to be that guy, but the Japanese trailer is better than the English one. The dub is good because I can actually understand it, however, its execution is lacking. To give you an example, take this line from Ma'am in the English trailer.
Fight with the power of good.
She says, fight with the power of good. I just want to say, no disrespect to the English VA, because if I didn't hear the Japanese VA, I would think it's a solid line. But comparing the two, it's just so weak, and it actually changes Ma'am's persona. Listen to this Japanese trailer line. Now that Japanese line from Ma'am, a little bit more directly translated, means fight with brute force. It's actually the same exact line Ma'am said in episode 40 when she was fighting the Dark Army. If it's not obvious, I much prefer this line. It makes Ma'am sound 10 times cooler, and it also fits her personality more because after undergoing harsh training to learn martial arts, she had confidence when reuniting with Pop and Dai. Ma'am was her, I'm telling you. At the end of the day, I don't think it's too big of a deal because I doubt the game itself will have a dub. I think they did that just for these trailers. Another thing we got to see in these trailers is class changes. If you did not know, in Dragon Quest Dai, the role or weapon types of certain characters can change. Ma'am is one such character. She goes from being a primary healer / support to a martial artist. In previous gameplay showcases, we were told class changes would be reflected in Infinity Strash, and it's nice to finally see. Now let's talk about gameplay. After seeing these new trailers, I am just convinced that Infinity Strash will have the greatest action gameplay of a Dragon Quest spin-off. It's blowing DQ heroes out of the water. Just looking at this footage, we have stuff akin to what seems to be perfect blocks, perfect dodges, long distance combat options like Dai's slash techniques and Hyunkel's bloody scryed. I don't think I pronounced that right, but whatever. It's all epic. Last thing I wanted to talk about is the visuals, because I swear every time they drop a new trailer on this game, it seems like the visuals are getting better. The quality of these models is stunning. Whether in cutscene or during gameplay, I was just speechless. When the devs received flack for the game looking mediocre, they took that shit personally. They really did. Words just cannot express my anticipation for this game. I think the only other game that has me this hyped up this year is Trails into Riveray. And man, it is just such a good time to, I would say, be a Dragon Quest fan, because this game just looks so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, check the description please, and comment your thoughts on these new trailers and just your hype for Infinity Strash. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.